Hola mis amigos, my name is Brock Page and I do random sports picks for fun. Let's get into it. Cleveland's back at Boston for Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. We have ourselves an 8:30 Eastern start at the Garden in Beantown. Let's go ahead and take a look at the daily lines. The betting opened up and remains at Cleveland -5 with the total points at an even 220. Currently, the Cavs are the moneyline favorites, laying 240, and at the moment, 63% of the bettors think Cleveland gets the job done. Speaking of the Cavs, they remain unbeaten in these 2017 playoffs and have been red hot against the number as of late, covering their last 7 consecutive games. If you've been betting the Cavs to cover in the postseason, I assume you're going on a real nice vacation here pretty soon. Just kidding. I know you're just going to press it up and try to win more, and why wouldn't you? But anyway, getting back to some actual analysis here, it's obvious that Cleveland is a completely different team in the playoffs, but when it comes to the trends, history at times tends to rear its ugly head back into the fold, and if that is the case, well, Cleveland's not totally in the clear when it comes to covering this game. The Cavs covered just 21 of 46 games on the road this year. They're also covering just 40% of their games at the current point spread. So if you think the Cavs against the number is a lock, you may not want to put up the mortgage just yet. In addition to that, Cleveland's facing a Boston team who has covered 3 of their last 4 games. They're also 3-2 against the spread in head-to-head matchups with the Cavs this season. That said, there are some trouble spots for Boston bettors that need to be addressed. This Boston team covered just 36% of their games at the current point spread and just 22 of 49 at home. Even worse, the Celtics cover a measly 25% of their games as the official home underdog. So the case can be made for either team. You'll have to see who I'm riding with momentarily. But before we move on and slide into some total point breakdown, I just want to take a quick timeout. Dame un segundo. I just want to break down last night's NBA action, which was Game 1 of this very series. Cleveland continues to roll in these playoffs once again with a 117-104 victory over Boston, giving me wins on the spread, total points, and money line. All told, that's going to be another perfect 3-0 trifecta night for me. That's going to bring my win percentage up another 1/10 of a point, leaving me currently at 59.9% overall. Not much more to say about it. Let's keep it going and break down the total points for Game 2. Once again, the total points in Friday night's contest are at an even 220. Seems a little steep, but I've said it in prior broadcasts, the TD Garden is a hotbed for points. The 5 most recent games played at the Garden in this year's postseason are averaging a staggering 229 total combined points. That includes both last night's game and the home games played in the conference semifinals as well. Speaking of Boston, 4 out of their last 5 games have indeed gone over the posted total. Same goes for Cleveland. 4 out of their last 5 have also gone over the total posted points themselves. All that said, the time for talk is over. Estoy lista. Let's go ahead and make some very misguided sports picks. When it comes to the spread, there's no stopping Cleveland right now. No more analysis needed. I think Cleveland -5 gets the job done against the spread. When it comes to the total, I still think this one gets over 220. My gut says it's going under. Sports bettors are obsessed with the overs. Bad sports bettors lose their shirts by betting the overs. Having said that, I think this one still does get over the 220. And when it comes to the moneyline cash, I think Cleveland wins it big and goes up 2-0 in the series. Well, folks, that is going to do it for me. Nos vemos la próxima. Special shout out to Picks for Sale on eBay for the wonderful wardrobe, who I clearly bet against today. But anyway, I just want to remind you, I'm not a sports betting expert, nor do I implore you to take any of my picks. A wise man once said, good ain't free, and free ain't good. If for some reason you decide to use the free information on this program, you're utilizing it at your own discretion. Most importantly, if you're betting any of these games, do it safe, do it responsibly, and most important, have fun. For Brock Page Productions, I'm Brock Page, and have yourself a positive day.